Good evening. You're watching the Fox 11 News at 10. I'm Laura Diaz. We begin tonight with breaking news in downtown Los Angeles. This is a live look from Sky Fox, where No King's Day protesters have continued to linger despite the LAPD calling for them to disperse several times now. Thousands of people filled the streets of downtown today. For the most part, it's been peaceful. After the sunset, crowds began clashing with the LAPD. While most of the protesters followed orders, the LAPD says about 100 people have refused to leave the area of Alameda Street between Aliso and Temple. Authorities have been working hard to keep protesters from blocking traffic and gaining access to freeway overpasses. Justin O'Brien joins us live from Sky Fox. Justin, what is the latest right now?
Yes, good evening, Laurie. Looking down here, LAPD have moved in and making several arrests. I saw them make arrests earlier. This is the remnants of the protesters, up to 10,000 protesters in downtown LA today. This group here, they broke off at around about 5 p.m. and made their way over to this area here. And you ask why? This is the Metropolitan Detention Center. This is where people who are taken into custody by the Immigration and Custom Enforcement officers, this is where they are being held. So this area here became a focus of the demonstration. Had about 300 protesters, outnumbering officers by 10 to 1, and there became a bit of a standoff there until around about 7 p.m. when LAPD issued a dispersal order. People did not disperse, so they moved in with horses and pushed them north and south away from the area. And what you see here are the remnants. LAPD taking these few people into custody for refusing to leave. But we're not seeing any of that violence that we saw here in June. If you remember that violence where we had those vehicles all torched and all the graffiti that took over Little Tokyo, but this group here appears to be the remnants of the protesters. About 12 of them there. There are another group of people over here, I should mention, Laura, that appear to be what we refer to as independent journalists. LAPD allowing these people, initially they were threatening to arrest them, but they checked their credentials and they're being allowed to stand around and film. But LAPD out here in numbers tonight, making several arrests. Laura?
Well, Justin, as you just mentioned, this has been a place that's been an inflection point. Is it your sense that the people who are remaining now are not part of that initial group?
Yes, that's correct. The people who are remaining here now were not part of the initial group. They seem to be pushed off into Chinatown. For reference, people at home, this is Alameda, and we're looking out here at Union Station. So the LAPD pushed these guys out this way, and then the remnants of the protesters came back. But I must say, from everything I saw today as flying in Sky Fox from this afternoon, about 4 p.m. in front of City Hall, the crowd that I saw was very joyous, dancing. There was a band there, and there was none of this skirmish. LAPD officers at one stage having lasers and high-powered industrial lights shone at them, as well as rocks and bottles. So they were forced to act. It took them till about 7 p.m. to do that, but they certainly dispersed the crowd. So this area down here looks like it's actually going to be cleaned up now. Protesters going home or off to jail for the night. And just to mention, Laura, the exits along the 101 freeway north and south into downtown are closed. CHP has them blocked off, so if you are heading to downtown, just be aware of that. Try to take the 10 freeway if this is your destination tonight.
All right, Justin O'Brien, our eye in the sky, thank you so much for that update. And take a look, 2,700 different rallies were held from coast to coast as people call for political change. And an estimated 7 million protesters turned out. If crowd estimates hold, today's protest will go down in history as the largest civil action in the U.S. since the first Earth Day 55 years ago. And here at home, dozens of protests took place across Southern California, including Covina. Fox 11's Rachel Aragon is live there with why hundreds decided to rally tonight. Rachel.
The protest right here in Covina ending peacefully, but just several hours ago, so many people lined North Citrus Avenue here in downtown Covina, many of them having some flags and signs in hand, and also many of them telling me earlier they came out tonight to say they want to make a message to the president and telling them that they strongly oppose the current administration's policies. Across Southern California, including the city of Covina,
No kings! No kings!
hundreds hit the streets with signs in hand to send a clear message to President Donald Trump.
No kings!
Whatever his issue is, we don't deserve this treatment.
Many at the No Kings Day rally frustrated with what they see as the president's alleged authoritarian practices.
There's nothing that people will stop him doing. I don't understand that. I thought this was a democracy.
Demonstrators say they're tired of the direction that the country is headed under President Trump.
The shutdown is ridiculous.
Yes, the prices are really high. Things are happening around the country that shouldn't be happening.
While many had their reason for honking and marching on Saturday,
I'm here. I'm a daughter of immigrants.
in Covina, one of the biggest issues for people was the Trump administration's federal immigration enforcement in Los Angeles.
Even though I'm born and raised here in California, I'm afraid of going out because of the way I look. I speak Spanish. I'm brown. Obviously, daughters of immigrants, and I know how our Hispanic community is to go outside.
Donald Trump has got to go!
Some Republicans have referred to Saturday's nationwide demonstrations as hate America rallies and claim the participants are only prolonging the current government shutdown. But many in Covina are hoping their chants will be heard and bring much needed change at the federal level.
It's so awesome to see people come together like this. We're all here together,
This is what America looks like!
wanting to do the same thing.
No kings! No kings!
Now, what appears to be a response to these nationwide rallies today, a few hours ago, the White House posting this on Instagram. Take a look, a picture of President Donald Trump next to Vice President J.D. Vance on top, comparing themselves to Democratic congressional leaders. In that post, it reads, quote, "We're built different. Have a good night, everyone." So much going on here in Southern California, of course, and across the country. But again, Laura, I can tell you, here in Covina, everything did end peacefully. We're live in Covina tonight. Rachel Aragon, I'll send it back to you.
The LAPD says for the most part there were no incidents and very few arrests, but one protester appeared to get hit by a slow-moving LAPD vehicle during the rally in downtown LA. His injuries were reportedly not life-threatening. And while protests continue tonight, thousands of protesters started their day bright and early in downtown, and Fox 11's Nick Garcia was there.
Saturday afternoon, 2 No Kings protests in downtown LA opposing the Trump administration.